Hi guys, Chris back again with another episode from my York City simulated career. We've just entered 2017. I've been having a quick look off recording of a few things I need to do, and one of the things I need to do I'm going to show you right now is put a few players up on the transfer list. You can see we have Piccolo, age 18, overall he's only rated 55. We have better keepers available, so if we can sell him for 170,000 it's better than nothing. Remer is our lowest rated defender. He's 21 but rated 72. I have other defenders like Lazarevic, who's 78 rated and only 20 years old. Yago is another player who I potentially want to sell, but he's out on loan. Peter Jenkov is another one. He's the regen for Georgi Samov, but he's 19 and only rated 57. He's not that great. There are a couple of other ones. There's Capice and Odij Ofe. I'm unsure which one to sell out the two. I think it's going to be Dolly as slightly more value, same wage, and Capice has had a chance to be better rated. Now I think that's about it for central midfielders that I want to sell. Gudan I do want to keep, same as Ortiz. For strikers, I have a fair number of strikers. Escobar is one who I potentially look to sell. But for me, the one is Pranic. He's 21 and rated 73. Soriano, I believe, is higher rated and younger. Yeah, Soriano's only 19 and rated 77. And Pranic is worth over 3 million. So I can look to try and bring in some funds for him. As you can see, we have a few players whose contracts are running out in the next 6 months. So I do need to look to bring some of these in. Silva, Soriano are two main ones who I want to bring in. Unfortunately though, looking at this, signing on fee of 40,000 for Soriano, so I can't bring him in at the moment. I'm happy to pay him the 5,000 a week he wants, as he is going to be a talisman for me. I may even pay him a bit more than that. So we need to look at selling one or two of the players who we have on the transfer list, hopefully in this window, and then we can look to sign some players whose contracts are running out in the next few months. But we have an FA Cup game coming up against Walsall away from home. So we'll quickly get this schedule moved on and get this game against Walsall done as soon as we can. Okay, here we go. It's game day as Porto's Rodriguez linked with Bayern. Quickly go in and check the team. I don't think there's that many changes, more just a case of who's in form and who's not in form. Energy should be okay as the team have had a good break, and it is. Form is not looking too bad for most of the players. More just a case of seeing what the bench is like as well, to be fair. Okay, Pranic, we may look to drop you as obviously we're looking to sell you, and Matix is in better form, so that will be the only change we look to make. I think that's about it for now. Lemaire, I want to give him a chance off the bench as he was under the spotlight a couple of months ago. But we'll get this FA Cup game done and dusted against Walsall as soon as we can. Okay, Walsall have won one, drawn one, and lost one of their last 3 games. Beat Chesterfield, drew with Chesterfield, so that must have been the second round of the Cup, and lost to Charlton as well. Okay, a 2-1 win for York. Goals from Taylor and Pavlovic as Hiramia is sent off for 2 yellow cards. Okay, player suspended. It'll be Hiramia who is suspended for 1 game. Yep, there we go. Nothing we can do about that. We do have Camacho and Perez Alonso who we can bring into the back for. Well, we'll get the schedule moved on. A game coming up against Barnsley. Bottom of the table Barnsley coming up. So this will, knowing FIFA, be a tough game. Wow, then got a game coming against 4th place QPR. We currently lie 2nd in the table, 4 points behind leaders Cardiff. It's not too bad, to be fair. We are still in the automatic promotion spots at the moment. We'll get this team checked out ahead of this game. Obviously, here and there is one of the changes we need to make. I'm unsure. His Medeiros is back. He's got a plaster next to him, but I think he'll be alright. Other than that, I want to keep most of the team as is. They should be okay for energy levels. We do have a strong enough bench for the championship. So we have Canteros, Matux, Hayams and Romero all on the bench who can do a job for us. And a 0-0 draw. Well, not the greatest game, not what I was expecting. was hoping we'd actually thump Barnsley, but never mind, as Hiram Mayer has completed his suspension, and we have an offer for Jack Butland. West Ham on a season-long loan. Happily let him go out on loan. May let him go out on loan next season as well, but I'm not going to sell him, as in a couple of years' time I think Fraser Forster will be sold, and Butland will be our keeper. But going to West Ham is pretty good. Check the budget out. Obviously, Butland was on around 7,000–8,000 a week, so that gives us a bit more wages to spend. So therefore, it allows us to move some over, so we can look to sign some of our players whose contracts are running out. I think the first one I do want to sign is Soriano. He wants 40,000 over transfer budget of 200,000, so I can do that. I'll give him 5,750 over 4 years. He is currently negotiating. Godin wants 1,500 for 3 years. He can have 1,500 for 4 years. Silver, he wants 600, same amount of money. Okay, that's not too bad. I'll tell you what, I'm making it a 4-year deal. I'll offer you an extra 1,000 a week. I think Iago, I'm not too sure I want to do that. Valverde, okay, he wants 3,000, which he can have. I want it for 4 years. He's going to be backup at the end of the day, but if I can keep him in, it's a solid backup for a couple of years, and then I can look to sell him. But we shall get this schedule moved on and get this game against QPR underway as soon as we possibly can, as Milan are interested in Javi Martinez. And wow, FC Bayern undecided between Bale and Hazard. I wish every team had that problem as they decided whether they wanted Hazard or Bale in their team. Okay, Valverde has accepted the contract offer, and we have a transfer offer for Fraser Forster. 5.5 million, straight out reject that from Torino, not a chance I'm selling him. There is one player who I may look to sell in the summer transfer window when it comes around, and that will be Benzia. He's not performed as much as I thought he could, so if I can cash in on him and bring someone else in, I may look to do that, but it all depends on what league I am in. A couple of changes will make to the team. Benzia will drop you, and Canteros, you can come out. Obviously we need another keeper on the bench, so Navas, you can come onto the bench. Other than that, it's a fairly strong team. Hopefully we'll bounce back from the 0-0 draw against Barnsley with a good performance against QPR, who have been in mixed form recently. Lost to Palace and Hull recently and beat West Ham. Okay, they beat us 1-0. Nedim Anur with the goal after 39 minutes. Okay, so we've not done too great in our last 3 games. Obviously beat Walsall in the Cup, drew with Barnsley, lost to QPR, as Godin and Guillermo Silva both accept the contract offers, as Thiago Medeiros needs to recapture form. He certainly does, and that puts us down to 4th in the table, 7 points behind Cardiff and 1 point behind QPR and Wolves. Well, Soriano, boss, I'm going to turn down that contract extension you offered. I appreciate it, but I need to change in my career. Oh, okay. I think I may have to transfer list you and try and sell you in this window. Get some money back from you. I'm sure you're worth 5–6 million. So if I can get at least 5 million for you in this transfer window, I need to do that now. Sell players, here we go. Soriano, wow, 8.5 million. Feels he is underpaid. Match fit. Okay, so if he feels he's underpaid, I wonder if I can offer more and then not sell him. Could be one way to go. We'll look and see if he will actually let me offer him a new contract. Yes, it will. I wanted 5,000. I offered him 5,750. I'll tell you what shall I go? Shall I go to 6,750 or shall I go to... I'll tell you what, I'll go to 6,500. Another 750 a week. Yeah, we'll see if he accepts that. If not, I'll go to 7,500. That should be good enough, considering that's what roughly Benzia and Mattox are on. Okay, we'll get this schedule moved on. The game comes against 15th place Charlton Athletic in our next game. Tournament prize money. The board have given us £53,325 for our FA Cup win. Thank you very much. And we'll get this schedule moved on once again so we can game. Ooh, game coming against Spurs in the FA Cup. Obviously, for all of you who follow me, you do know I'm a Spurs fan, so I am looking forward to that game. As Bayern undecided between John and Lavezzi. Bayern are just buying everyone at the moment. Can't wait to get in the Premier League. Hopefully get in the Champions League within a couple of years of being in the Premier League. Okay, reminder about the Ecuadorian squad. I'll do that as and when the deadline is. Fans wonder what is going on in Soriano's head. Well, nothing to do. I've decided to sign the new contract. Well, thank you very much. So you just wanted a bit more money. You wanted an extra £750 a week. Okay, just check, see whether that has automatically taken you off the transfer list, and it has. That's cracking news. Okay, it's not too bad. So I think that's all the players who I wanted to sign contracts have signed the contract. So it just leaves Romer, who I need to try and sell in this transfer window, otherwise he'll be leaving on a free. Team's looking too bad. Okay, team's not looking too bad. Energy's okay for most players. Here Amir is back in the defence. Benzia, Mattox on the bench. I think that's it. I don't think there's anyone else we really need to bring in. Guillermo Silva is free though, and he's looking healthy. So Lemaire can come off the bench. Okay, I want Moreno Fuentes in the team as he's an 81 rated central midfielder. So what I'm going to do is I want Silva in the central midfield role as he's a defensive midfielder. So I'd like to have that middle player of the three to be the defensive player. And we'll get this game against Charlton underway. Wow, who are scoring and conceding goals for fun. Beat Barnsley and Ipswich 2-1 and lost 4-2 to West Ham. And another draw, 1-0 draw. Canteros saving a point with a penalty in the 53rd minute. That's not the greatest run of form for us at the moment. Okay, so we've got two games coming up, one against Spurs in the Cup and one against Reading in the League. Need to win at least one of these to get our season back on track. And Sigurdsson transfer demand shocker, and Navas on the York City fringes. Okay, so he's saying he wants to play. I may look to let you go out on loan, to be fair, get some experience. But obviously with Butland going out on loan, I am short on keepers, so you're going to just have to hold your horses and just stay on the bench for now. Gabriel Valverde, I'm still not getting as much playing time. Okay. Let's see, anyone else I can really sell? Let's have a quick check. Perez, Alonso, I want to keep you. Valverde. You know what, I'll let you go out on loan because I'm playing Lazarevic at the back. As I'm only simulating games, it doesn't matter too much that I've got a central defender at right back. So if you can go out on loan, Valverde, I will let you go out on loan. Okay, we'll get this schedule moved on and get this game against Spurs underway as Valverde seeks loan move. He doesn't say he's out of favour, he's just, I've got better. He's a backup and that's all he's going to be. But we need to concentrate on our up and coming games. Moreno Fuentes, it's been a while, boss, so my agent suggested that I should remind you about our earlier chat about my wage. Okay, I'm completely forgotten about that, so we'll go and see what you're after, fella. Where are you? Moreno Fuentes, there you are. You've got 3 years, 6 months left on your contract, and you want £9 a week. I'll tell you what, you want a 1 year deal, I'll offer you a 2-year extension for your £9 a week. I think I can happily afford that, especially as we're obviously we're a high-end Championship club at the moment. If we want to be a Premier League club, we are going to have to start paying Premier League wages. But let's talk about the Premier League and more talk about the FA Cup, as we've got a game coming up against my beloved Spurs, who are having a pretty shocking time of it recently in real life in the league. But Sigurdsson completes quick-fire move to Arsenal. Wow. Okay, last day to submit players for the Ecuadorian team. Quickly do that. I'm not going to worry about who's there for the time being. That's more for me getting XP and levelling up quicker is that job. Not taking it too seriously right now. Okay, energy's looking okay. Form for a couple of players isn't too bad. Who else can come in? Honor Hayams can come in, he's got good form, but I'll put him into his cam role and have Taylor in the central midfield. We'll bring Mattox in up front along with Canteros. I think that's about it really, not really too many changes I want to make. I want to have my best possible team out there playing Spurs. Hopefully we can cause a shock, even if we can hold them to a draw, that'll be pretty good. As well, Spurs have been in great form, beat Barnsley in the previous round, and their last two games in the Champions League won 4-0 against Anderlecht and lost 1-0 against Lyon. Okay, 2-0 win for Spurs. Goals from Lewandowski and Huddleston. Wow, what kind of team for Spurs? Benata, Dembele, and Josh Townsend getting a game. Vertonghen, Kabul, Huddleston, Ibaro, Adebayo, Carroll all on the bench. Pretty decent team there. Well, look on the right hand side, it seems to be Millwall getting a draw against Man City. As we have a game rescheduled. And we have a transfer offer for Loic Romer. This is what we want. Birmingham snapping up my players. I think this is the third they'd have bought off me in this season. I'm sure there was at least Milanov was one in the summer transfer window. As Moreno Fuerte's form worries me, apparently. But we'll get this schedule moved on, and we will get this game against Reading underway. Wow, we've dropped down to 5th in the table. It's not good news, as Moreno Fuentes has accepted his contract. That's great. Player sold, Romer sold, and the board have given me 1.9 million. Okay, a couple of players leaving on international duty, but we'll get this team checked ahead of this game against Reading. Energy is low for a few players. Kelvin Baker, Pavlovic. We'll bring Pavlovic in and we'll swap him with Taylor. Wow, form is looking pretty shocking for a few players, so Lazarevic will drop you and Valverde, you can come in. Camacho will give you a game. Perez Alonso, yeah, we need players who are in form. You know what? I think I will. I was going to give Lemaire a game. It could be the way to go. We need players who are in form. Yeah, why not? Who is in form in my strikers? No one really. So we'll keep it with Soriano and Mattox. Hopefully we can get some sort of result against Reading to give our team a bit of form. Okay, wow, Reading have lost their last 3 games. Lost to Blackburn 2-1, Newcastle 2-1, and Derby 2-1. Cube a Reading 2-1 win, probably. Okay, 1-0 York win. Soriano after 10 minutes with the only goal of the game. It's great news, as we have a transfer offer for Mato Pranic. Villa have offered 2.7, he's worth 3.3. I'll meet you halfway. You can have him for 3 million. I don't want to ask for his true value, as you may not want to buy him for that much, but I think 3 million is a fair deal as we enter transfer deadline day. I don't think there's that much I want to do in this window right now. We have everyone who we need. There may be a potential for a right back. Okay, Aston Villa retransfer offer, decided to match it. That's great news. And we have a transfer offer for Petar Jenkov. Exeter 180,000. He's valued at 210. Anything that I can get for him is great. Obviously, he's a regen player, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, if I can potentially bring in a right back, a young right back who's rated minimum of 75, as Pranic has been sold and talks have broken down. Wow, okay. Not much we can really do about that. But let's have a quick look. I think, yeah, transfers, buy players, here we go. Look for a right back, minimum overall 75. If I can get someone young enough, 23 max, then they've still got a few years to grow. So we'll search for 21 first. I think 23 is the maximum I want to go up to if I can help it. Okay, so there's no one who is 21 or younger, so we'll try 23 and see if there is anyone who we can look to pick up. Hopefully there are a few names available. Aha, we have 2. Captain Barbosa and Fabinho. Okay, not looking too bad. Some good skills. Standing tackle 73, defensive work rate medium, attacking work rate high, so he will bomb forward. We'll inquire. And what about Captain Barbosa? Wow, look at those physical attributes. Sprint speed 86, that's great. Defensive work rate high. I think Barbosa is the better of the two, to be fair, just because he's got high defensive, medium attacking. We'll see how much his club want for him. Hopefully not too much. I think we have around 4 million we can spend. A transfer offer for Nasser Renaud, Napoli on a season-long loan. Gladly let you go out, especially to a team of that calibre. As we have, confirmation that Napoli have loaned Nasser Renaud. Okay, 5 hours to go in the transfer window. Aston Villa meet York City's demands. Maybe. I wouldn't say demands really, we just wanted what it was worth. Okay, let's get this schedule moved on. 3 hours to go. Still no news from either of the two clubs about the players I've inquired. So it's looking like no deals are going to be completed with the players coming in. There's a transfer offer for Luke Shaw. West Ham, 6.5 million. Definitely decline that. Maybe if it was a loan move, I may let you have him on loan. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those. I have got a fair few number of players now. I've promised them the world, but nothing much we can do about that. We've just got to plough on. Can't keep everyone happy all the time. Squad report for Juan Marcos. Between 76 and 82 is his potential eventually. So he may be good enough, he may not be good enough. There's a quick look for scouts. See if I can hire a new scout. Wow, 2 available, Daniel Chambers and Daniel Rojas. Both got 5-star judgment, but they're 4.3 million. I don't really want to spend that much if I can help it, because it's going to leave me with £2,992 for them to go out on loan, so it's not going to be much point. But guys, we shall call it a day there. Pretty poor month in terms of results, but hopefully the next month is better, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. Cheers!